CEO Ronnie from Creating the Difference. What's going on, staff? Wanted to jump on here and talk to you about the Lane Machine. So now you guys know we had an opportunity for you guys to actually select a name for our official Lane Machine of the Creating the Difference Education Center. And Allie was so gracious to be able to get the name printed and give us a little extra flair on it too. So it's kind of neat. So I'm gonna let a couple of you guys join on here and we're gonna actually do a nice little reveal showing you the Lane Machine. Now, before we get to that, I gotta actually talk a little bit about what happened here. So what we did was you guys obviously had an opportunity to vote and pick a name, and the name that was selected for the Lane Machine was Slick Willie. Now here's where it gets a little confusing. So initially, I thought the name was spelled S-L-I-C-K-W-I-L-L-I. But when I brought that up to the team, they're like, no, it's not. That ain't how you spelled it. Because we actually had a staffer name it. And I'm like, yeah, it's W-I-L-L-I. So then Dustin was like, well, he goes back and he pulls it up and he goes, no. He goes, it was W-I-L-L-I-E. And I was like, really? He shows it to me. Sure enough, it was spelled W-I-L-L-I-E, not W-I-L-L-I. So, and then Allie was like, she's kind of like the grammar guru. She was like, well, actually, it needed to be I-E anyway, because if you spell it with just an I, it's not really the right, the right spelling. So, anyway, luckily, we were able to get that kind of rectified, and I apologize for spelling it wrong initially as W-I-L-L-I. It is W-I-L-L-I-E, which was the initial name given, and the correct spelling, and the correct name for the machine. And you can see we've kind of got it just kind of hanging out here. It's underneath this cloth, and we're going to take a few seconds here, and we're going to then we're going to pull the cloth off so you guys can actually see it. And this is just, something fun that we wanted to do with you guys. We really appreciate the input. We are working really, really hard to get this building where we want it to be. It's going to take some time, like I told you guys before, but once we get it where we want it to be, it's definitely going to be very helpful to get people to become better bowlers. And this part was less about that and more about having a little bit of fun and just kind of thanking you guys for your support and allowing us to be able to get to this point thus far. So, anyway, without further ado, I want to introduce to you the newest member of the Creating the Difference Education Center and the newest staffer on the Creating the Difference team, Mr. Slick Willie. Woo! There it is. Slick Willie Flex. And you can see Allie also gave us a couple of really cool logos on each side of the bird as well. So that's pretty neat. And you can see, looks pretty good, right? So that is our official Lane Machine for the CTD Education Center here in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. We also were playing around with Torch a little bit earlier. We got some really cool videos that we shot. You guys are going to begin to see those roll out next week. Got a lot of cool stuff planned, a lot of cool things coming. But I wanted to show you the official debut of Slick Willie, which was named, do you remember who it was named by? Dustin's going to look up to see who it was named by, because I actually forgot the name. But I definitely appreciate the staffer who did name it. And I think that Allie did a great job with our sticker there. And we got a lot of cool things coming. We're going to do some really unique things in terms of getting some branding done in the building. You can see right now there's nothing on the back there but black. We had a Photoshop image put up there when we did our actual announcement. But we're going to get something back there too. And we were working on seeing what we can do with these walls. We're working on some stuff we're going to do in the back as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. When it's all said and done, we're going to have a lot of really cool stuff. And you guys will actually help be able to be a part of that too. So we're working on some things that I think you guys will find very, very interesting, as well as very educational, in order to be able to help you become a better bowler, because that is what this is all about. It's all about being able to become a better bowler. And Brian King is the person who named Slick Willie. So congratulations. Thank you, Brian King, for that name. You officially have a piece of the building because Slick Willie Flex is in the building. With that being said, I'm going to jump off here. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we look forward to talking to you some more next week with some videos popping off. It's going to be kind of fun, some different types of stuff, things you've never been able to see from us before. And because we have a building where we can do a lot of different things, there'll be some cool things that you may be surprised to learn about. With that being said, I'm going to jump off here. CEO Ronnie from Creating the Difference. Talk to you soon.